What is up, everybody? This is episode 29 of Arc 4 of Better Than Heroes, and it is a doozy. We had a big boss fight after a very long dungeon. We are excited to be here tonight. If you're new to our stream, welcome. Thanks for joining us. My name is Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the level 11 Kreen fighter.
I'm Ovredahl, and I play the human bard warlock Flute, aka the Windrider.
And I'm Jordan Dahl, and I play the Moonboy, a level 11 Moonboy.
I'm Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer.
And I'm Harlan Kelly. I am the Dungeon Master of this game, and I play everybody else.
Yeah, including the big bad boss tonight. We are going to play some 5e Spelljammer DnD tonight. Our show is live soundtracked by Jason Wardell.
Woo!
And it is directed by Case Drury of Tiger Moon Productions. And of course, it is brought to you by our patrons and our subscribers. Big thank you to Yessie Cow, who resubscribed at 27 months before the stream started. 27 months is so long. You're the very best. Thank you to everybody who is a patron or who is a subscriber. You actually make this show possible. We really appreciate it. You let us pay Jason and pay Case and cover the cost of making this stream better and better. If you also love the show and you're not currently financially supporting us, please give it a think. Go sit down on a stump and consider your finances.
Open your budget
tell your
spreadsheet.
family, tell a religious leader, take a weekend, go think about it.
It's cheaper than a museum, you know?
Honey, isn't
That's
it
true.
time that we financially support a group of Dungeons and Dragons players?
Sort of.
Hey, Colin Cthulhu showing off, also resubbing at 27 months. Thank you so
Colin.
much.
Colin, I'm rolling with your dice
Shout
tonight.
out.
All night, baby. I'm rolling with this dice.
Hey, Colin, if we die, it's your
So it's your fault.
fault.
It's your fault, Colin. Yeah.
Colin and I had another pretty wild game earlier today over on the Werewolf Radar stream. It
Were you
was
playing
just- it was
Duster?
a lot of fun.
Oh,
No, we were playing D&D.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
you
Let's
win?
go.
We won. We beat
Yeah.
it.
You beat D&D?
Beat the game.
Holy crap. You got the end credit screen?
We did.
Wow. Amazing.
Let's go.
Yeah, I blacked
Yeah.
out.
You can
That's-
support our show in a couple of ways. Let me get through this.
That lets you unlock the Chris Perkins sleep paralysis. Steve.
My New Game Plus.
Sorry, Rachel.
Yeah, it's Patreon, it's subscribing, it's our merch on Teespring, and you can just tell your friends about the show. If it's not in the financial cards for you and your family, if your partner is like, no more giving money to D&D idiots, then that's totally cool. Just tell the other D&D idiots who know that we exist.
This is the best pitch we've ever done.
And we appreciate everything that you do to make this show possible, including just showing up on Monday nights to watch. Thanks for coming out. We are going to play some D&D in just a few minutes, but first, let's go into last week's recap.
Last time on Better Than Heroes. In Oliphanticulus's workshop within the Azure Forge, K.A.I had just absorbed his long-lost father figure, Oliphanticulus, into Mir's mirror. Klik spoke to Oliphanticulus's bird, Clang, who was cool and supported breaking out of the forge. She pointed the crew towards the forge's docks, where at long last they found their stolen ship, the Dinger. Upon the docks were Mir, the arcane giant, speaking to a hooded figure who revealed themselves to be none other than the crew's oldest enemy, risen from the dead, all lichefied and horrible, the leader of the Meridian Tract, Ventress. Ventress seemed even more evil than before he died, and, worse still, wasn't even hot anymore. He had hired Mir to lure the crew here to the forge in exchange for the Dinger, which was annoying. Furthermore, the Dinger's shipboard crew, Goliathan, Relic, Cobble, and Goat, were scattered about precariously restrained, all tied to meat hooks and train tracks. While the bad guys twirled their mustaches, K.A.I sent his familiar Besna flying into the magical heart of Oliphanticulus's machine in the previous room, briefly opening K.A.I.'s third eye to the magical weave. There, Besna dropped the party's lone bead of horse deep inside the great machine. In a sudden cataclysm In a sudden cataclysm of unspeakable horse violence, the machine was destroyed. Mir was denied the fruits of Olophanticulus's genius. Back on the docks, after a brief shit-talking, Ventress attacked the tired and battered crew, counterspelling a dimension door as Flute attempted to board the dinger and then unleashing a powerful necrotic spell on Klik as they waded into combat. Will the exhausted crew survive this new encounter with their old enemy? Do you hear that? Why is there Dark Souls music playing? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes.
Boy.
Beat of horse. Beat of
Beat
horse.
of horse.
Oh no, I lost the intro. I can't find it. You're still up, Aaron.
What?
Hold
Oh
on.
God.
Oh, vamp, vamp.
Everybody pretend to be a
Furthermore.
ship flying through space. An animation. Furthermore, previously, afterwards on Better
Previously,
Than Heroes.
Damn.
Previously on After Better Than Heroes.
Oh, there it is.
Aaron went to sleep. But woke up.
Now. Okay, we're back. Here we go. So, the crew, you find yourself here. Hold on. Oh, there's two of me. Oh, there we go. You find yourself here out on this dock, and there is a large purple, pink, orange sea just swirling around you. This haze that's just, dark ocean, but a colorful mist out in front of you. And you can see, again, just to talk about what you all can see on the map before we go into the full game here. You all can see there are two large docks that go out from where you all came through. You all stepped through this portal-like circle that seems to... It did not teleport you anywhere, but now that it is behind you, there's just like swirling mist behind you, and it looks similar to the what you saw when you first walked into the Azure Forge. And then you also know that there in the middle of the dock here, there is a single crane, and that goat, your crew member, is on the very hook of that crane. It's up about 60 feet in the air. To the left, you can see the dinger, and to the right is what seems to be Ventress's ship. Some sort of ship with Meridian Track members on it as well. Goliathan is at the middle of the dock, like right at the base of the crane on a small platform hovering above the mist. Goat, as previously mentioned, is on a hook attached to the crane. Relic is on the far left dock outcropping, right across from the dinger. And Cobble is on the far right dock outcropping that is right next to Ventress's ship. So that is the lay of the land. That is where we are, everyone. So that is the next player characters to go in the initiative here. Is going to be Moonboy and K.A.I. Both of your turns are going to happen at once, but actually no. We are gonna go straight there because it was Cobble's turn before you all, but Cobble is tied up, and so nothing for her to do there. You just see her struggling. Your old kobold friend, there on the eastern part of the dock. And so, yeah, it is both going to be K.A.I. and Moonboy's turn. Before any of you decide what you're going to do, I need Moonboy to roll a perception check, please.
Here it comes.
Thank you.
That's going to be a 24.
24. Your hat is going crazy. There is a rumbling, a wriggling, a gurgling inside of your hat that... Nothing's happening right now, but you can feel it. It's like, it's just like a deep rumble in your stomach when you know that you got to get home soon.
Oh boy.
that is happening.
Your hat's gonna shit.
What's about to happen?
And so,
Okay.
yeah, you feel
I
that you can
mean,
do whatever
is there-
you want with that, but nothing is happening right now. But as soon as you've stepped through this portal, you've been out here for a very short period of time. The hat has started to just like shake and quake. You want me to keep doing verbs because I can.
The hat does
no.
have the chilly whispers.
Chili
No,
comes out of the
no.
hat.
I do wish to. So is it my turn?
It is your and Kai's turn. You all can decide between the two of
Okay.
you.
Kai, what are you
ahead.
thinking?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to cast Slow
On who? Ventress?
on Ventress and Mir.
All right, cool. Yeah, they are. Do they need to be a certain distance apart? I don't think so. I think you just get to pick 2 people, right? From the
You
letter.
alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range.
Done.
Each target must
Easy.
succeed
Doable.
on a Wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for the duration.
Okay, cool. What is your spell save DC?
That's gonna be. Wait a minute. What? How's that possible? 16.
Great. So I'm rolling Call of Cthulhu's dice that he gave me tonight, and the natural 20 spot is a blank spot, which I think is cool and fun. And that is what I got for Mir. As you see him
Mir,
step
you
around,
rat.
and he like looks at your spell getting cast, and he just steps to the side in a way that is purely symbolic and taunting, and has nothing to do with him resisting. He's like, "Oops, you missed," and Ventress looks at you and just waves the spell away, and he is going to use one of his legendary resistances to automatically succeed.
That rat. I totally thought I had him because he already did a counter spell, but legendary. Legendary.
You are right. You are correct. He cannot do another counter spell until his next turn because that takes his reaction. But he's going to burn one of his legendary reactions there. As he looks up at you and you see him just like wave away this spectral moon energy that's like causing gravity to increase on him, and he says, "No, no,
No way, Jose.
No way, punk. He's the singer of Pantera?
Okay, just give me a second.
Sure.
Just let me think for a second.
Take it back. Don't cast that.
Actually,
Can I retcon something real quick? I didn't actually cast that.
No, I'm just seeing if I can.
I wish I
Seeing
could
if-
make them fail.
No, it's not. It is not your responsibility. This spell is a bonus action, but it is also a 2nd level spell. Okay, never mind.
All right, great. Do you want to do anything with your action?
Yeah, that was my action.
Okay, that was an action. Okay, cool.
To cast but
Yeah, I thought so, but
bonus action?
you brought up bonus action. Okay, cool. No, you were talking about another spell.
All right. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I guess I can. Yeah, okay. I will use my feature to kind of send two tiny moons hurtling off in Mir's direction. And try to attack him. Sha! That's going to be a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Great. Okay, so it's just 1 attack, but it does 2d8. Plus 4. 14 damage.
Wow, from your little comments. Let's go. They've leveled up. Hell yeah.
2d8.
Okay, cool. That's 14 damage to him. Wow. Yeah, so give us some flavor here on what happens in that moment.
I think Moonboy kind of, throws up a hand, and this gigantic kind of whirl of negative energy, negative cold moonlight falls upon them, and they both manage to, in one way or another, charm their way out of it. But then, as Mir is sort of sidestepping this, just catches, dink, a really fast-moving Moon upside the head. Wham! And sends him stumbling. You know, like when you see like a real tall person about to fall over, he catches it, but it looks like that for a second.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no!
Yeah, he wobbles for a moment, and you see the vines that are growing out of his chest. Like one of them shoots down
Oh
and
no,
helps.
this was Mir.
Oh, okay, thank you. Never mind. There's no vines shooting out of his
Ah.
chest, and they
Tell
do
us what
nothing.
No
happened.
vines for you.
Ah. Vines were gonna do
You
something.
get nothing and like it.
You get nothing. There were no vines.
Okay, cool. Well, then that will bring up Kai.
All right. I'm going to take off into the air. And as I do, I will use a bonus action to... Oh, no, I don't have enough spell slots for...
Sorry. I would
bummer.
also like to move
All right.
up
I'm not,
north here.
not going to do that with my bonus action. I'm going to
Actually,
take
no, I
off
won't.
into the air, flying towards Mir. I'm going to take a shot with my shoulder cannon, the Hammerstein's Arcane Obliterator, at Ventress while I fly towards Mir. And I'm going to blast him.
Okay, do that
Blast that
blasting.
guy.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Ooh, 21 does hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, as you kind of like take off flying through the air here, you shoot your shot at him, and
Snake Eyes.
oh boy,
Ooch.
9 points of damage.
right, cool. Yeah. So it smashes
Oh, sorry,
against.
plus 2, 11.
It smashes against him, but like it hits him, and it just seems to. He doesn't even wince in pain. It just like blows some of his flesh and clothing off of his body, and you just see bones and vine just like wriggling underneath some of his skin. And he looks up at you and shakes his head, and he says, "I am not the only. You are not the only one who can put yourself back together." As he says, looking at you.
Yeah, I'm not listening, and I'm not looking at him. So,
Backup dancers, get him!
and I fly towards the air, and I'm going to super panch mon.
Super pants him.
Super Panchamon.
I'm going to. I choose you, Pikachu.
Pikatron.
I'm going to Superman punch Mir in the face with my Thunder Gauntlet,
Hell yeah.
because he stole my dad.
It's true.
Both dads.
It's
Two
a
dads.
natural-
He's
That's
stole.
a natural one, is what that is.
Oh boy.
Wow. What is happening?
Not today, not like this.
Urist, did you swap out your dice?
I didn't. I was like, I shouldn't,
Yeah.
because
I
we're in
mean,
this big fight. But
it's been well established. You only roll 20s or 1s.
The dice are proving me wrong so far about my theory of them being imbalanced.
No.
So as you do this, Mir, as you step up and you try and punch him, Mir grabs you and just like steps around you very gracefully for this like huge, tall being that he is, and just puts you in a half Nelson. Just like grabs you and
Whoa.
holds you, and he is going to, because you roll a natural 1, he's going to have you grappled currently, and he says, "I am simply trying to leave with your ship. Leave me alone. I'm not harming you. I'm just taking what was given to me in this deal."
Gotcha. I'll use my bonus action to activate my nano displacement accelerator, and I will teleport behind him.
Okay, cool.
Whoa! Study the blade.
So yeah, so you have two. You use 2 attacks to. You use 1 attack
Yep,
against
and
Ventress,
that's
1
my-
attack against
oh, no.
Mir, and then your bonus action was to whoop.
Hell yeah. Take that, Mir.
Right? Oh, did Aaron freeze?
He's
Is he frozen?
frozen.
Okay, cool. All right. Well,
Or he's
Frozen
really
and incredibly
considering it.
contemplative.
Oh, he's coming
I'm
back.
he'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I froze. Hello?
Oh, good. Hi.
Hello.
Everyone's.
You're here.
That was my bonus action. I'm good, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. I was just
Use my
going through
attack
what you
check.
did. Yeah.
I attacked, I moved, and I used my bonus action
Great.
to
Yeah.
not be grappled.
Yeah. I wasn't questioning. I was just kind of going through exactly what you did.
And I'm not going to engage with him.
Okay. Great.
Just talking. I'm not going to.
But you can, you do just like disappear out of his grapple and whoof away there with your nano displacement. No problem. Are you going to move your token, or are you staying just like right there next to him?
Next to him. I'm still going
Okay,
to
cool.
be...
You're just out of the grapple.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Great. That will then bring up...
Probably wasn't necessary, but I did it because I don't like him. And I don't want him to touch me.
Totally fair. That is going to bring up Mir, who is going to disengage from you.
Rat.
It's going to go...
Shit.
It's
The
going to go...
lowest move.
As he just wriggles around, like you just woof out of him, and he shrugs and was like, "All right, shoot yourself," and he is going to. Where did my map has disappeared? You love to see it. You love to see that happen in the midst of everything. But yeah, he's going to move 30 feet away from you, between you and Flute, and just keep heading down this dock over here, which I will adjust in a second as soon as I get my roll 20 back. So cool. That is his turn, and is going to bring up Flute.
All right.
Andrew's been thinking about it all week for this moment, this turn that he's going to do.
When I told my illusion Noel to go destroy the machine, was there any like reaction from Mirror?
Roll a insight check.
12.
You got absolutely no reaction from him for that.
Okay.
Yep.
Where is Mir now? Let me refresh 1 second.
I haven't moved the token yet, but I will soon. But he's up the dock. He's about 30 feet up the dock.
His movement's 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
I think he makes it to roughly here. Andrew.
Cool. I reloaded it. I'm just waiting for it to come back. Sorry.
Yeah, he seems to just be walking away from the fight too, because again, as you all met here, it was clear that he was just delivering you all to Ventress. So yeah, he's just like unbothered in this moment.
Cool. I guess first things first, I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Word on Klik.
Sick.
Wow, let's go.
For a whopping, buckle up, 7 HP.
All right.
Hey.
Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
And then I will give chase to Mir.
Hell yeah.
And drawing the Windrider's rapier, I will slash him. Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit, absolutely.
All right, then he's going to take 14 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I will extra attack him. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Okay, so I'll miss on the second. And then I will, sorry.
Fine.
Oh boy. Oh boy, let's see, I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'll take the opportunity attack as I continue to run by him. I can move 40 feet if I use my sword on my turn.
Cool.
That's my go.
Cool. He misses you with his opportunity attack. He just kind of like shoves you in the back as you're walking away.
I hate him.
And even though he doesn't hurt you at all, he just kind of like laughs and it seems to just be like toying with you a little bit. And yeah. And how much damage was that altogether? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. It was 14.
14.
Magical
there we go.
piercing.
Thank you. I wrote down 1 and then didn't write down the number after it. So always helpful when I do that. Cool. Great. So like with you booping from him, he just kind of looks at you and he's like, I mean, You can come with me if you want, he says, but I'm happy to put you to work on the ship. I know that you are useless in combat and in life, but maybe you can move some barrels around for me, he says, looking at you as he continues to walk. And that will bring up Klik. It is now your turn as you are right next to Ventress here.
I'm a little concerned about Ventress not taking damage here, but warrior. I will continue chopping at him with my Chotcha. So the first one is the big side.
Chopping with the
That
Chotchka.
Is choppa with a Chotchka. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Oh, okay. 8 plus 6 is 14.
14 does not hit.
Well, no, 14 damage.
Oh,
sorry.
there we go. No. Gotcha.
Second attack or second swing will miss. Second attack. Ah! I critted. Yes! And it was with the big end, so I get a cool thing.
Yep. Huge for Klik. Crits are
Turns
huge.
into money.
So yeah, she misses with a little back stabbing side and comes back through with the flat bladed side, and she says, "We are not the party you fought before."
Let's go.
And she shatters. So he makes a wisdom saving throw.
He is going to burn one of his legendary resistances to automatically succeed.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're getting through resistances.
Yeah,
good.
I
But
mean,
do they
it's
reset
huge.
This is
every
good.
round?
No, those
No.
are legendary actions. Those reset every round if he has them.
Okay. Well, he succeeds, but he's going to. So I need to roll double
Rats.
dice, and then so I'm rolling 5d8 plus.
Yeah. So you.
So do I double the modifiers? I always forget.
No, so with this special crit weapon, you
Yeah.
double all of the damage dice that you roll, and then you add
Yeah,
any
and
damage
then
that
there's
it
an-
does on top of it. So it's
Right.
like if you didn't crit with this weapon, the crit rules are you can do one of two things. You either double the amount of damage you roll on the dice, or you roll twice the amount of dice. It doesn't matter which one you do, and then you add your modifier to it. And with this special weapon, you do the same thing, and then you just add this weapon's damage on top of it. So it's like a third element on top of the crit.
Jesus,
I'm a nerd.
terrible
movie.
damage dice. Terrible
Third element.
damage dice. Okay, that's better. So 16, 20, 28 altogether on that.
Okay, cool, huge.
I have 3 more little halvesy attacks.
Hell yeah, cool. Yeah, as you connect with it, but you connect with him on the big end, and you can see him like really like the tentacles, these like vines that are inside of his chest. Like now they like reach out and steady him as you see him warble for a second, and one of them like you can see shoots up his neck, almost like steadying his mind as well. And he looks back at you and he says, "I have a few new tricks as well." And as you can see, these like vine tentacles that are just like acting like extra limbs, holding him to the ground.
So I hit with the little end.
Okay,
For sure. It's 27.
cool.
This is going to be an additional 9, but I haven't used my little fiery damage,
Yep,
so
you
I'm
have-
going to use that.
Cool.
So I'm going to add an additional 3d6 fire to this.
Which,
Ooh.
which is an
6,
element that was like
4.
specifically part of you and K.A.I reforging your weapon
Yeah.
here. So you just see like the end of this because of K.A.I, Aaron like using a magical item he found before and putting it as a part of the weapon. It just kind of like bursts into flame as it connects with his body and like heats up, and you see it just like burn away some of these vines as well.
It's 13 damage on the fire.
Okay, cool. So
And then I have one. This is my third attack. Gosh, that's a 13 to hit. That'll miss, and that'll hit. That's a 25 to hit.
okay, cool.
Oh gosh, 7.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, but you step up to him, and there's still like after you say this like to him, you're still just like whoom, 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 and he's like blocking some hits with his staff, like looking at you, and you can just smell his decayed body and this like weird damp smell of the plant matter growing out of him as well. And he's blocking some of your hits, but not nearly enough as you're just like smashing into him, and bits of like plant and just like dust come out of him as well as he just like moans a little bit as you hit him, but seemingly not reacting in pain. And yeah, so you want to do anything else, or
that's what I got for now.
cool? And you are staying right there, correct?
I am.
Okay, cool.
For better or for worse.
He looks up at you and he goes, impressive, and then just touches your face, like this like grimy hand just like goes up and presses against your face right at the end of your turn. And I need you to
At the end of my turn?
Yep, at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action and reach up and touch you. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
So this is third legendary action and a reaction this turn?
No.
I'm gonna give you-
God.
That's not
I'm
true.
going to give you my
Yes,
reaction.
it is. He had
Rachel.
two legendary resistances and a legendary action and a reaction, right?
He used his reaction on the counterspell. He
Yeah.
has used two legendary resistances, and then
Yeah.
he just used a legendary action. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we were saying the same thing. I just missed. Yeah. Oh, we lost it. Rachel froze. Here. She shall return, I believe. And we will find out what her Constitution saving throw is. I will go ahead and roll damage for it either way as we're waiting for that.
No, don't.
Cool and good.
This is stressful.
Yeah, I've been stressed about it all day.
This is hard.
Hang in a
Yeah.
moment. Suspended
Let us win, Harlan.
in a drop of time.
I truly am
Want
trying. While we're waiting for Rachel too, I'm going to zoom out on the map and just do another overview of it because it's truly incredible here as Josh, our map friend, has once again just really outdone himself on all of the Asbyr Forge. Really, every map has just been like so like this like part of a uniform set. It's been so cool to see him like make all of these rooms both like look different and also, you know, be a part of the same theme here. So I just want to show that off there. There's
You could
more
even say
rooms.
every map a story.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
Is
his name on Instagram.
it's true. Yeah. There's some maps that he made of rooms that you all haven't seen yet, which is I just think fun and hopefully maybe you will. Maybe we'll just put them out in the world so other folks can see them as well. Yeah. Right now it's my
We'd
dream
also
to
like to give a shout out to our friends at Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola. Give it to your baby.
Every map of Pepsi.
Every map of Pepsi.
Oh, I think Rachel is backstage. Harlan.
Okay,
Rachel
cool. Thank
is
you.
backstage.
Thank you. Boom and cool. Boom and cool.
Yes.
We're back going.
So,
Hello.
hello.
She has
I'm giving you
returned.
my reaction. It's 1d6 to your roll.
I did roll well, thank God.
Okay.
I am waiting for my modifiers to show up.
Okay.
It
Then
was
I'm not
too
giving
scary.
you my reaction.
It was too terrifying for my computer, and everything just restarted at once. So,
The tension.
yeah, I believe with a modifier it's going to be a 27, but I am double checking modifiers.
I
Okay.
think you also have that bardic inspiration I gave you, right?
I rolled a
1d10.
19, so it's a 25. Sorry.
Cool.
I did bad math.
You can feel, once again, Klik, you can feel your body, a familiar feeling of your body tensing, freezing, this magical energy trying to hold you in place. As the fighter, as the person on the front line, there all the time. You know that, like, in your combat training, you know that, like, people need to lock you down to beat you. And as the hand touches you, this, like, necrotic energy starts to go over your body, and you can feel his hand is both cold and, like, burns your face at the same time. And you do take 14 points of damage. But you are not. You are not
Something bad.
paralyzed.
Not
yeah.
dead.
Yeah. You are not.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
Um,
Ooh, that was a
yeah.
big roll. Okay. Sorry about the computer.
No. It happens. As I'm just glad you rolled well, because that would have been sad for you to be gone and then come back to sad news. Cool. So that's the end of your turn. He used that legendary action at the end of your turn, which is going to bring up Goliathan, who is going. You just see him like struggling there and like head nodding at you, but he's bound and gagged and can't say anything. And it's just kind of like hopping along a little bit on his butt, just trying to like scoot down the stairs that he's right next to. And that is going to bring up Ventress here, who who is going to... I need to look at this map for a tiny second.
No, don't look at the map. We shouldn't have all stood
You
in
don't need
line.
to look at the map.
We're
Don't look
spread
at the
out.
map.
He's going to leave.
We're
Gonna
spread
leave
out, kind
us
of. We are in a line.
alone.
We are in a direct line, yes.
We've done it.
No,
I shouldn't have said anything.
one of us would be out.
Yeah, you're right.
Two, maybe.
He's going to...
No.
Count a spell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Counterpoint.
I would like one.
Counterpoint. If I could play Devil's Advocate.
Yes.
The worst spell. Oh, it's online reply guy.
Actually?
Actually,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not how that spell's cast.
Ooh, there it is.
God.
He's going to wiggle around you, Klik. He's just going...
Don't wiggle.
He's just going to go boom, boom, staying in your melee range, just kind of like ducking under your weapon right after touching you. He just kind of like dips down with like surprising agility for this undead body.
Touches my face and swirls around me like a dancer.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh.
Somebody's in
So-
love.
he's so
Ventress
graceful.
is in love.
Don't you ever do this when we're not fighting?
And he says, one at a time, and he says, I'm not letting you get away again without my sword. He said, that belonged to my father. And his decrepit hand comes up, and you just see like bone coming out of the end of the finger, and he points at you, and he says, slow down. And there's a flash of purple energy, Andrew's favorite color, out, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me,
Ironically.
Andrew.
Who's that? Me?
Yep.
Andrew, are
Flute,
you within
please.
30 feet of me? You're not.
Probably not.
Nope, he is the farthest away from you.
What is it? A Constitution?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Oh, brutal. 13.
I laid out all my damage dice beforehand.
Hang on, let me look at something.
Cool.
No, don't say anything.
I will not say anything.
How far away from me are you? God damn it.
What's that?
35 feet.
He's 35 feet away. He's too far away.
You take 70 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Ooh, actually, I
Literally
even...
5 feet too far for Flash of Genius.
munch.
Yeah. You take 70 points of necrotic damage as there's just like this big burst of energy, and he's casting the same spell that he cast on you before, Klik, but this one just hits the Windrider like right in the back of the neck as he is moving down this dock outcropping here, and it just slams into him and like encompasses him in this purple light. And yeah, Andrew, are you still
That'll
up?
do. No, definitely not.
Okay.
Does it do anything extra nasty when you drop to 0?
No.
Was it 70 or 75?
Why would you ask him that?
It is 70.
Okay. I'm just doing the math. Sorry.
Yep, no problem.
Oh,
It was not
goodness.
disintegrate, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Just making sure it wasn't disintegrated.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you just see Flute fall right there. And you hear Ventress laugh next to you, Klik. Just like not loud, not this like big evil laugh. Just as soon as it hits and he sees Windrider slump, he's just like, and you see all the tentacles just kind of like wriggle around and wrap around him as if like hugging him. And he kind of like says to you as he's standing right next to you, Klik. He's like, "You've all brought too much chaos." And he shakes his head and starts to like turn back toward you, Klik. And that is going to, with the sword. I assume you were holding the sword because you just used it, right, Flute?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just like clangs down on the ground next to your unconscious body.
Flute, you don't have like resistance to necrotic damage or something weird like that, do you?
You're dead.
That would be cool, but no, I don't.
It would be
Are
cool.
you like part skeleton or something?
Skeleton.
No.
So that is going to be the end of Ventress's turn, which is going to bring up Moonboy and K.A.I.
Fuck, bad thing.
Shh, bad thing. Bad thing.
Bad thing.
Okay.
Do we still get to...
Moonboy,
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
do you want to go first? You go first this time. How about?
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to take a shot at Ventress.
Sure.
It's going to be a 24 to hit.
Ooh, it does hit.
12 points of damage.
All right, cool. Yeah, as you turn around, you shoot your force cannon at him, and as he's like focusing on Klik, it just like slams into his side, and you see all of these like these wriggling bits of ivy just like fly off of his body, and when they're in the air, you just see them wriggle and like shrivel up like worms and fall to the ground. When they hit the ground, they like continue to just wiggle on the ground. And he looks over at you and he goes, "Good shot."
Thank you. Fuck. Shut up. I'm going to fly over towards Flute with my... Can I break up my attack actions? Can I take
Attack,
my
move,
first
attack.
Attack, move, bonus action, attack?
I don't know the answer to that question. I'm going to rule that you can't use your bonus action inside of the two attacks.
Okay,
But
that's all right.
that's, yeah.
But you can move.
You can move, yeah.
It's like I'm pretty sure I've moved.
Yes.
I'm going to get... Actually, I'm going to fly around him and get a little bit in front of him.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Actually, no, that doesn't work because I need to be next to him. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to punch Mir again in the face. I can't let him leave.
Absolutely.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh, a 19 does hit. As
Rocket
Alright.
boots.
Mira's just like looking down at Flute's unconscious body and kind of like shakes his head and continues going. He goes, "Useless." And then you just appear in front of him and slug him in the face. How much
Yeah.
damage is that?
That's going to be 16 points of thunder damage, and
Alright.
I have disadvantage against anyone except for me.
Okay.
I'll use my bonus action, and I will shoot Flute with a party dart.
Party dart! Party dart.
Yes, please.
Oh boy.
You will regain a precious 6 hit points.
Truly anything.
Huge. Huge.
Because I have one automatic failed death save.
I was
going
gonna
to
say, I was so afraid
roll
of
if
your
you
death
roll
rolls.
one.
I was
I'd
like
like to not ever make death saves.
Yeah.
thinking
ever
about
again.
trying to get to Ventress, but you anyway. Don't need to talk about that's my turn.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. Mir just spits out this like huge glob of blood and like a tooth after you punched him in the face, and he's like kind of like looks pretty wounded. And you've seen a lot of wounded Mirs at this point. And yeah, you turn around and just like party dart. You shoot out this dart that like applies healing to Flute. And he comes back to consciousness. For anyone who doesn't know, because Andrew's character has technically died in this game before, he does have, and it is the thing that he made up himself too, is that he does have one permanent death saving throw failure every time he goes unconscious. Cool.
But
So
he's got a party dart in him now, right?
yeah, but so he's back up.
Sticking out
He's
of my
not
So he's up.
Back
Yeah.
up.
Your pupils are all dilated.
Whoa. Oh my god. Tastes like cinnamon.
New recipe.
That is at the.
Now it's Moonboy, right?
Yeah.
It sure is, but because your turn is over, I'm going to use a legendary action here, and I need. I need Moonboy. I need you to make a Constitution. Oh no, I'm sorry, a Wisdom saving throw. I shouldn't have done against you because you're a druid, but too late. I said it. As he kind of like turns around and looks at you for a second, realizing like as you're thinking about what to do next, and his eyes just get huge, and you see all of the vines like rear up, and you can see a mouth inside of them for a moment, and it goes. This mouth inside of Ventress's chest just like says it to you, and I need you to do that wisdom saving throw and tell me what you get.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me, Cyril.
Well, I got an 8, but I have advantage. So, come on. 12.
And you feel all of the yells of Lunastera that your starry form have let you hear, that you have seen echoing around. They start chanting your name to you, and they keep saying it's your fault. And they, there's just this chorus of like, but my child, my son, all of these things, and you are technically frightened for the next minute.
Oy vey.
Yeah, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn.
My turn.
Yeah, but you are under the frightened condition, which means you cannot move toward Ventress. You are technically frightened of Ventress, so you can't move toward him. And you also have disadvantages on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. So not just against him, but anytime that you can see him, as this mouth is just like yelling at you and causing you to tremble. To break a bit mentally.
Okay.
Does it impact spells against him?
No.
Yeah.
No. So
not
like
spells where he has to make a saving throw.
Yeah. Yeah, like you could do a spell against him and he does not have advantage as a result of it.
Unfortunately, I'm not really cut out for that right now.
So
yeah, Moonboy is going to see Flute fall and immediately as though, because he's still in this lunar kind of fiery, terrifying form, but you do hear Moonboy kind of shout from a distance, Windrider, no! And then he looks at this horrible lich, and kind of freaks out and sidesteps, and moves the full 30 up here, and looks over and sees Flute pop back up, sees what's happening here with Mir, and is going to shoot at Mir with a guiding bolt.
Wow, okay, cool. Doubling down on Mir, I love it. Go for it. You do have disadvantage on the attack with guiding bolt.
Oh, it's against anyone all the time.
It's anyone, as long as the origin of your fear is within your line of sight.
What if I'm not looking at him?
You are within its line of sight of seeing you. So yeah, that's a good question, because there are some things where if you choose to not look at it, you can like skip effects. But with this one, it is not you looking at it; it is it looking at you.
Oh boy,
it's a great question.
Okay, in that case, how about this? If I may.
You may.
Nah, forget it. Let's just roll it.
No. Don't. I mean, it's up to you, man. Like I say go for it. What are you swinging at?
Nah, I feel like I already locked it in, kind of.
No, not at all. You were totally allowed to pull back on that spell with that rule. If you're like,
Okay.
I don't want to do it, if that's true,
I
then
am
that's
going
totally
to, as a bonus action, use my the blade of Cyril Ethic, as when he says that name to me, kind of begins to fire within its holster, and I'm going to activate that thing, which is once a day I can cast Spiritual Weapon, which
go.
I'll put right down by
The horrible Ventress.
the horrible Ventress himself.
Absolutely. Cool.
And I will move away from them as far as I can, kind of that way.
Cool. I'll put a little token on the board here, and you can. I'll make it so you can control it as well, so you can move around your spiritual weapon.
Now that was actually, you know what? You know what? I'm also going to take an action, and the Moonboy, in his fear, almost reflexively, even though he's in this kind of moonish form, he doubles down and he turns into a giant Lunastaran snake.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
And it's almost like a, you know, like he gets scared enough and he kind of recoils up, and it has these little wings on it. They don't even look like they would be like useful wings, but you could see how in like a 0 or a low G situation they might be able to flip you through a jump. But yeah, he's this giant white python with kind of little Saturn rings and little wings.
Hell yeah! So Moonboy, wild shaped here, right?
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, I love it. I love it too. If I can, like with the flavor of it too, like you're hearing all these like yells of people in your mind too, and just seeing like flashes of images from your past that you don't quite understand or recognize, and you just see like someone like holds up a snake to you, and you kind of just like jump back from it, and like turn into it, like
Absolutely.
immediately. Yeah.
And I think, I also have to, because I used the blade, I let the blade cut loose, I have to make a save, or I get like some kind of a vision or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I forgot that I made that stat block,
which I will make outside of this turn, and I'll
cool.
let you know.
I do also want you to roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
What happens to the hat when you're in snake form?
It's on the snake.
Is it on the snake?
100%. Yeah. All of your other clothes and belongings are like magically transformed. But
Party snake.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as it's not, you know, it doesn't affect the dice.
Not at all.
He's definitely wearing the hat.
Pure flavor.
That's how you could tell. Otherwise, it could just be a snake out there.
Yeah.
Any snake.
Yeah. So.
Whoa, who's that snake? Oh wait,
I got a 13. I got a 13 on that perception.
Okay, cool.
Not great.
Yeah, you're too distracted by the horrible yells in your ear and being navigating being a snake now.
Reptilian transformation.
Yeah, you all of a sudden can smell everything with your tongue. It's really weird. Cool. That is going to be the end of your turn then, I believe.
Yes.
You see Goat and Relic both just like struggling at their bonds. Goat just like looking afraid, like kind of like trying to maneuver out of this like large hook that she is on up on the crane there. And that will bring us back to the top of the round, the third round here.
Do you get to save?
For what?
Against fear?
I think it has to be this.
Oh,
I think it has to be the
At
top
the end
of
of your
next
turn,
turn.
he said.
Oh yeah, no,
Really?
you do. That's correct because it wasn't the fear didn't happen on your turn. It happened at the end of K.A.I.'s turn. Aaron is correct. So at the repeat the saving throw at the end of each of his turns. So that's
Does a
you are.
16 do it?
A 16 does not do it.
All right. I do have advantage on magical effects.
All right, keep it going.
Does a critical success do it?
Oh, it's that
overcome your fear?
snake strength.
Wait, hold on.
Snakes aren't scared of anything.
Yeah.
Throw us a little bit of the scene here too, because just for the metagame flavor of Aaron reminding us here, like Kai, like what you see the snake just form with Moonboy's hat on, and what do you say to Moonboy here to kind of like nudge him out of his fear?
What do I say?
Yeah, Kai, yeah.
Don't be afraid, snake.
Yeah, as you see it just
Get on
like
the nose. Get on the nose.
You've got a point.
You can do that?
Apparently.
yeah.
Have you always been able to do that? Amazing.
I don't know what's happening.
Moonboy yells that, and you just see this snake like hissing at you.
I'm just like, oh my god, you're gorgeous.
And then it kind of stops and like bats its eyes, like thank you.
Hot snake.
Okay.
In our
I'm
game,
sorry.
it doesn't mean that
Not
in our
like
game.
that.
It
I'm not a
means
sexy snake.
Yeah, we have chili whispers for that. Okay, cool. With that
Oh,
natural
hot
20, with that
snakes.
critical success, with that breaking
Okay,
of the fear
because
here.
of the critical success, any chance that Ventress is afraid of snakes?
Whoa. I mean, he's got kind of the name of a snake, which is
Just, yeah.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
He's very Voldemort-y. You're right. No, so with that, we're going to cut to break. We're going to take a 5-minute break here where we drink snakes, and we will be back in here in just 5 minutes. So we'll see you on the other side to continue this boss fight. All right, cool. See you in a second. Hi, we're back. We did it. 5 minutes, everybody. A rarity for us.
Wow.
Okay. That was the end of Moonboy's turn, where you saved.
Yeah.
And so that is going to bring up Goat and Relic, who both, again, just like struggling against their bonds there. And that will bring up Mir. It's now Mir's turn. And he's going to look at you both, Flute and K.A.I. And he shakes his head, like kind of like wipes some blood off of his face. And he goes, Flute, I like your moves. I'm gonna try one. And he
Fuck.
pulls his big finger in a large circle, and a green doorway opens, and he steps through it, and he dimension doors away from you all.
Fuck.
Really neat.
Oh,
What?
Katara agrees.
Yeah, get him,
Yeah.
Katara.
It's Sokka.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
get him, Sokka.
Katara doesn't talk.
Oh, in that case,
Katara's polite
you be
when
good.
I'm
You be quiet. You be good.
playing a streaming game.
And he has disappeared. That is going to bring up Flute. It's now your turn.
Rat.
He's gonna go for the ship.
What's that?
I said he's going to go for the ship.
Oh, he's in the ship, we can assume. Do I see him on the deck of the ship?
No.
Alright then. I've done this once before, so I know it can be done. I will point my rapier as my spellcasting focus at the dinger, and I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern in the helm's room of Dingham Nidris.
Wow.
So
Love it, love it, love it.
if Mir did go in there, I'm gonna need him to give me a save.
What?
The kid can play D&D. He can
What?
do it.
Wow.
He can do it.
What? What? It doesn't say in the spell that you need to see. It just says you create a twisting pattern of colors through that weaves through the air inside of a 30 cube within range. You don't need to see where it is. So many spells say it specifically.
No.
It's amazing.
Remember I used this on that ship when we raided the Battle of Jadorian. I did the
I
same
do. I
little
do.
trick.
All right.
Yeah, it's a crazy. I would
I love
absolutely
it.
nerf this spell so that you'd have to see it.
I got a 9 on my wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Whoa.
no, Mir! That means
Oh,
you're charmed and you can't do
Oh,
anything.
sorry,
You're
sweet.
incapacitated and you have a
Mir.
speed of 0.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn, I shouldn't have told you what happened. I should have rolled and
Yeah,
not
you
told
didn't.
you. But
Yeah.
Well, he said he was
But
going to
too
steal
poor Mir.
the
Yeah, yeah.
right out of my book. Also, we knew he was going for the ship. It
Yeah.
didn't take a.
I know, but I should have told you. Didn't know it's outside of your vision, so you didn't know if he
Yeah, I
succeeds or
don't know what
fails.
happened.
Players,
Yeah.
erase it from your knowledge.
I
Yeah.
see where you. Oh yeah.
But I'll say that you have some sort of connection to the magic here, just to justify my own
Okay.
mess up here.
All right,
you
I'll make an insight roll if you will.
No.
You
can,
succeed.
You can have this one.
Andrew,
DC 0.
Stop.
And Rachel decided to DM for a second and take that away from me. Yeah, and you just kind of like you feel the need to like continue, the spell. I don't think is it concentration? Yes,
It is.
Yeah, so you feel this like need to continue it. You can feel it like locked on, holding on to something. And
All right. In that case, I'll keep running for the ship. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
incredible. That was incredible.
Very good. Very good.
And forgive me, I've played with too many rogues lately. Dashing is an action normally, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Then that's my turn.
Great. That is going to bring up Klik then.
Okay, we continue to smash. I'm going to. Sorry, I may do a little dance about. Yeah, I'm gonna twirl around him. We're going to continue the dance.
Yeah, as you and he just is like stepping under you and casting these spells, but not moving away from you.
And is he technically flanking because of the spiritual weapon?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. Does spiritual weapon cause flanking? Let's just, does spiritual weapon
It's not a creature.
I bet it
give
doesn't.
flanking?
I
It is
don't know.
not a creature. Does not. Does
Harlan.
not. What's up?
Dumb.
I rolled a 21 to resist.
That's a great question.
the-
I can
the
see why it would.
blades
For sure.
vision.
Yeah.
It is
By
a
the way.
attacking spectral weapon.
Correct. So no flanking.
Okay, 19 to hit on the first one.
Does hit.
14 damage.
Cool. When you cause damage to him, when you cause that damage, the tendrils wrap all the way around all of Ventress's body, and he disappears. And
Coward
so he
bitch.
does take that damage. Rachel,
That was Klik.
okay.
Sorry.
It didn't feel like it. No shade. I am not.
That'll be a ringtone on our Patreon if you're interested.
Next emote is just gonna say "coward bitch" across it.
Amazing. Well, we got the title of the episode. We can keep going.
With the Ventress art.
Oh, wow. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
K.
Klik and Moonboy, can you both roll a perception check too?
Yes.
Yeah.
He also did take the damage, Rachel, too.
Okay.
Incredible.
15 from me.
21.
Cool. Moonboy, you notice that Ventress is now standing on top of the crane.
Oh, fuck.
Like up here.
Right there, in fact.
How far? Rat.
Game.
It's
It
like,
is 60 feet up in the air.
Hang on. All right, now I have to So that was my.
That's your first. Yeah.
That was my first attack.
Yep.
That's funny.
And in case for those keeping track at home, that was his reaction.
Okay. So it's 60 feet in the air, right?
Yes, he is currently 60 feet in the air. So from you, he is 60 feet away.
Okay. So I could get to him, and I used my bonus action because I haven't used my second attack.
Anywhere inside of this circle, he's 60 feet in the air. Or he's 60 feet away from you, like inside of this circle.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to. I've used a leap, yeah, so I have to spend a side eye. I am going to use my bonus action to do a Psi-Powered Leap. I gain a flying speed equal to twice my walking speed. La 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 la. And get up next to him here.
Oh yeah.
Like that he had to teleport and then you just jump.
Yeah.
That's a cool ass scene too. As you're figuring out what you do, like all these vines wrap around him is clearly some sort of like powerful effect of his new form that just like whooms him up there, and then you just bend down, your huge mantis legs just throw your whole body through the air, and you down right next to him, and you can see in his eyes like he was smirking down there, and as soon as he sees you like launch up in the air and land down next to him, you can tell he looks a bit worried.
Jumping.
I wasn't done. And she'll smack him with the big end again.
All right, go for it.
22 to hit.
22 does hit.
That's 9 damage.
Oh boy.
But we are going to, let me see if I can do this with my side die. Once return, have I used this? Yes, but rolling it and dealing force damage. Okay, so I'm going to use a psionic strike and deal an additional 5.
There it is.
Plus intelligence, so 8 damage.
Okay. How much is that total? 8 plus, you said 8 and...
8 plus 9 is 17.
Cool.
Hang on. We're gonna deal damage. So you can force it. Okay. And I'm gonna use telekinetic thrust. I'm gonna force him to make a strength saving throw against my DC and try to push him off this crane.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Holy shit, okay.
I'll take it. Love it.
Oh god.
That, okay,
I
cool.
assume, yeah.
So yeah, he takes all that damage, and he needs to make a strength saving throw. You said?
Yes. Against 15.
He succeeds.
Yeah. Dang it.
Oh.
Would have loved
cool
60
move.
feet of fall damage.
I
Would
know.
have loved it.
Oh, that was.
Okay.
Yep. I was.
Decided rolling
He
it
succeeded
to-
on the roll, or else I would have burned my.
Yeah. Yeah, for
no,
sure.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you hit a
Whew.
30 feet of you with a weapon, you can. Okay, so I spent a side die, so I'm actually down to 4 now. Ugh, I'm using so much resources. Okay, well, I have 3 more little attacks. Ah! That'll hit 27. 8 damage.
Okay.
This is the big end. That'll hit 25 to hit. Terrible damage rolls. 9.
9 points of damage.
And 9 on the second one of 3, and there's 1 more. This one will miss. It's only 12 to hit.
So yeah, as you kind of like follow him up here, and you whoomp down right next to him. You land there, and you can see the worry in his eyes. You hit him once, and you like push back against him with this force, and you see the vines just like he starts to fall backward, and then the vines like reach out from his body and steady him, and you can see the mouth like grumbling in his chest as well, but as he's off kilter, you step in, you get a slice across his chest, and it disconnects some vines, and you see him just go limp and fall unconscious, and just slump on the ground as he is fallen over, but the vines are holding him up in place right now, as he is currently unconscious.
Okay.
But he has fallen over, and as this damage is done to him, you just see him gasp, but the vines are holding him up right now.
Ooh, okay,
Why is
that's
this
my
so far
turn.
refilling?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
That is going to bring up.
Can I look around and see if there's anything I can do to lower Goat? Are there any controls on this crane that I can see from
Do
where
a
I'm
perception
at?
check. Yeah, absolutely.
Terrible. 12.
There's like a bunch of pieces, like mechanical levers all around, and it's you're like you don't like you like see the vines wriggling, and you don't want to like take your eyes off of it for a second.
Yeah.
And that is going to bring up Ventress, who is going. You see the vines like just. They're holding him up, and some of them start to go into his body that are like coming out of his body, and they start to plunge into his body, and it looks like they're like digging around inside of him, but nothing happens. That is going to bring up Moonboy and K.A.I. It is both of your turns now.
He's got claw machine-itis.
All right.
Gross.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Go for it.
Good.
I'm going to fly. I will take the dash action, which will get me.
Nice, Jason.
Which will get me here, next to the ship, looking through one of the ship's portholes. I will activate. As I go by Flute, I will tell him to help Klik. I will get him. And I will activate the nano displacement projector, which has 3 charges remaining. I will use one of those to teleport below decks on the ship
Okay.
and head into.
It could be assumed that K.A.I knows how hypnotic pattern works, right? I've used it
Totally.
so many times.
Yeah, easy.
Great. So you know if you hurt him, he snaps out of it.
Yeah, as you go look into the side of your ship that it's been so long since you've seen this. It feels like seeing an old apartment building that you had wonderful times in almost for a second when it just like shows up and you look inside of it and you can see some like plants that are overgrowing that seem to still be like living from Moonboy's grow closet, and as you look inside then you can see enough of the interior of the ship to just inside with your nano displacement. And then what are you doing? Is that it? You're just moving inside of the ship?
That's going to take everything I have.
Okay, cool.
That will be move, action, bonus action to get there. And it'll get me pretty close to the bridge.
Okay, cool. Great. That's going to bring up Moonboy then. What are you doing?
Okay, Moonboy is going to dash
Hell yeah.
60 feet. Because he can still fly. This is a floating moon snake wearing
Let's go.
a hat.
Hell yeah.
As we discussed.
Glowing
Yeah, classic.
from the shoes.
Spelljammer, everybody.
Discussed. And as he does this kind of flyby towards the captain up there, as a bonus action, because of my form, I'm going to release. There's these kind of moons in the orbit of this snake as it flies, and a couple of them release and shoot towards the husk of Ventress.
Hell yeah. Are you able to retain your form stuff even when you wild shape?
I am.
That's
Form
incredible.
Stacking.
Stacking
Whoa.
forms.
That's what
Let's
we're
go.
doing.
Level 11, everybody.
The only problem is I can't cast spells while I'm a snake,
Yep.
so it has to be just like form stuff or stuff that I summoned before,
Oh, yeah.
which I got a couple of features working right now. I actually forgot I had a ward spell on last time, but it didn't happen.
Yep.
But I did summon this spectral blade. Let's see what that distance was. A little bit further. And I'm going to send that up towards Ventress's area as well.
Wonderful. It is 60 feet.
maybe
Like
20
if you can
feet.
move it 60 feet, it can be right next to him.
I can only move it 20 feet.
Okay, cool.
But I think that is it. Oh, I need to see if that those moons hit Ventress.
Oh yeah. What are the attacks?
Come on in. It is 25 to hit.
25 does hit. That's just one attack, right?
It's one attack, and I just do 2d8 damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that
the
does
moons
hit.
attack in unison. And, So that's 13 damage on him.
Okay.
Thump. End turn.
Wonderful. Cool. At that end there, once your turn is over, you see, with Ventress going unconscious here, you see off of the ship, you see an elf jump off and like yells out and points up off of the ship here. And that is going to, as it seems to be moving now, as these Meridian track members who were on the ship before were intentionally laying off because Ventress requested it, but now they are, this one's going to take the dash action and move here and then here.
Oh, I thought you meant jump off.
Elves.
No, not like...
Like, God save the Queen!
And I believe... I just want to double check something real quick.
Breep, beep, beep, breep.
Yep. Cool. And they're going to... You see them run out, just like sprint out this way, and they get to the very end here, and they just boof. They seem to magically transport themselves another additional like 30 feet as he's just like running toward from right there. And then 2 more of them are going to do the exact same thing. This one is going to go this way though, and it's going to move itself over here. And then, and then I'm going to get right on the edge there. Nope, never mind. It's going to be right here next to his buddy because he won't be able to make it across there. So he's going to be right here, and then one of the other ones as well is going to be right with his buds over there. And so that is going, these like Meridian track members, they're all dressed in like black with like this green trim, and they all have swords that they just like run out and they're like pointing to the top of the crane over there. That is going to bring up, it is now, Mir does not get a saving throw. I love hypnotic patterns so much.
Brutal.
It's now Flute's turn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. As we addressed on the episode that had Jordan with a PH on, and you all like got totally around the dinosaur encounter, the Dinosaur encounter. Just not a saving throw. Okay. So yep, that is going to be Flute's turn.
Great. Then I'm going to point up to the crane where Ventress' slumping form is as my remaining eye turns solid black, and I'm going to blast 3 Eldritch blasts out at him. Is there any like advantage on throws or anything? Is he like unconscious or whatever?
Yeah, he is unconscious. You do have advantages on attacks against him.
Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Okay, then they're all gonna hit. So then he's going to take he's gonna take 14 points of force damage.
Cool. Are those different attacks?
You roll each one. Eldritch Blast, I can cast 3 bolts of it, and I have to roll an attack for each one of them.
Yeah. All right, great. Got it. Cool.
And that is my go.
Cool. All right. And that is going to bring up. Yeah, Klik. It's
Unless
now
the
your turn.
boys jumped, yeah. Man, I wish I could do something with Goat. Can I look around again and try to, now that I'm not staring down an alive Ventress, try to take another look for a lever or a control or something that would...
Absolutely. But if you do it this time, it is going to be your action.
That's not worth it. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, like, if you found like a lever, you would still be able to interact with it for your turn. You could still do it.
No,
for
I
your
know.
turn.
It just means I
yeah.
lose 3 attacks
Yes, that's correct.
versus
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lowering Goat. It's just not.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, Also, I'm not the person to be doing those checks anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair. Yeah, like generally, like when
yeah.
you enter an area, I'll
Yeah.
like give anyone a
No.
free perception check for like this
Totally
is like
fair.
what you see when you're around. But if you're like searching for something on your turn, it is absolutely you got to use the your action for it.
Totally fair. Guess I could pick off these boys. So what is Ventress's vines look like right now?
It looks like
that
he is
whole
being held up
situation.
by a like a hand that is made of purely like dark vines, like just like black. Imagine like ivy with like a very thick vine attached to it that's almost like hairy. It's like an Osage orange vine, and they're holding like he fell over as if unconscious, and they all shot out of his body and are like holding him up halfway, like keeping him firm in the place that he is.
I'm going to use a charge on the Omnipathy engine, and I'm going to try and push him off the crane.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
When you do, target must succeed on his strengths. It's the same. So 8, 12, 15 to save. It moved 5 feet away from me. They can willingly fail.
Is it contested or is it? Do you have a DC?
It is a strength saving throw against 15.
Oh, he fails.
Okay. Well, yeah. Klik will just snap over her shoulder and stare at Ventress's limp body and send a wall of force against him and the vines holding him up and push him to off the crane 60 feet below.
You hear like as you like push him off here with like this psionic power, you see the mouth in his chest open. It says, "We will return for you, Klik." And as the body like just like breaks off of all of these vines and plummets to the ground and smashes right next to the spiritual weapon and just whoom, down there. And it go like you see his body. You look down there, and it just completely turns to dust. And the only thing you see is it looks like a small bush of vines. Just it seems like planted in the ground, and that are just like growing out from it, and they just like continue to grow from it.
Yikes.
Okay. That was my bonus action. I am going to move over to 60 feet, jumping down.
And you look around, and there is no. You don't see any threats currently. You are just alone on this dock inside of a bright pink and purple, misty ocean sky. There's
Except
just
for the Meridian Track guys, right?
Have I seen them?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like of the mere Ventress folks that are
Sure,
like they are running out here, but yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my action and try and help Goat.
Cool. Go for it. 18? Yeah, you see there are 2 large levers in this like center part of the crane, and it's very clear from the orientation of them that like one of them is to move the crane left and right, and the other one is to raise and lower the hook.
All right. I'm going to try to move this crane and put Goat down over where Flute is on this bridge. Can I do that? Like move it over here and then
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and then put her down?
Yeah. Tell me one more time. To the left or the right? Which one are you?
I'm going to move her left toward the dinger
Okay, got
and
it.
try to get her as close to where Flute is on the bridge as possible. I think that's about the same radius.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. You can move it. You can move it up to 90 degrees with like activating the lever, so you can just boom it over there. And since you are only moving it halfway, you can also drop the hook. Since you're not moving it the full 90, you can move it halfway there and lower the hook, and you lower Goat down. She's still bound and she's still attached to the hook, but she can like kind of like shimmy herself off of the hook. She's still bound, but she's right next to Relic. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You're putting her next to
Over.
Flute.
Oh, I was gonna try to get her
yeah.
next to closer to Flute.
Yeah. Cool. So, with the radius of the hook though, that's about as close as you can get her without.
That's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Got it. Great. Yeah, so she is off the hook, and you have moved the crane over in that direction.
Sick. Does the crane movement count as my movement?
Nope.
I am going to...
You're basically just jamming a lever. Yeah.
Great. I'm going to try to get down off of this crane and settle myself here.
Cool. Are you? You're just like using your leap powers to jump down?
So she's pretty used to this, to jumping up and down tall, skinny things. So I think this wouldn't be that big of a deal for her to do a jump down. But if you want me to make a check, happy to make a check.
I want you to make a dex check, and if you fail it, you're just stuck up there. You don't take damage. You're just trying to like figure out if you can jump down safely.
Not great. 14?
Yeah, you know that if you jump down, like in your state and like from where you are into like a little bit of uncertain ground, you will risk taking damage,
Actually,
which you can
hurt
do
myself,
if you want
okay.
to. But yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
still on top.
You can be, if you want to use your movement to, let's say, like taking off some movement to move into the crane and down. There is a ladder that you can just go down about.
I will climb it regular style, and I'll go about half as far down as
15
I can
feet.
go,
Yeah,
so
you can be
like,
15 feet
sure.
down right there. Yeah.
Great.
Cool. All right. That is going to be. It is now. It is now Moonboy and K.A.I.'s turn. Oh wait, no, I'm super wrong. I forgot about all of the Meridian Track members that I added to the initiative order. Sorry, hold on. But they are still going to only move. This one's going to be able to go 5, 10, and then boom over here, and then move another 30. So he's right there, and they're basically all going to do that. They're all running out this way.
They're all boofing.
They're all boofing. There are definitely more Meridian Track members on the ship, but these are the ones that are running off of it toward you all. Great. That is going to bring up... now it's going to bring up Moonboy and K.A.I.
Great.
Moonboy?
Moonboy is going to zip over to Goliathan here and try to give... Well, he's going to shoot off a couple of moons at these creeps.
Okay.
So... It's a 17 to hit.
You're just attacking the closest one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 17 does hit.
Right. That's
In fact,
gonna
it hits
be-
exactly.
Oh, nice. It's going to be 9 damage. A couple of moons. Whap, whap. And he's going to look at Goliathan and kind of, but in a way that says,
Get on my back, Goliathan. It's me, the Moonboy. I'll fly you to safety.
Absolutely. He's like wriggling and bound and can't really like he can't really hold on because he's currently bound.
oh, shit. Well, isn't that a pain in the something?
If you want to try and bite his
I want to try and bite his
bonds, yeah, they're
Bonds?
biting the bonds, yeah. If you roll a natural
Bite the
1, it will
bond
do
that
damage to
feeds
him.
me. Oh
So,
no! What am I?
just don't do
am
it.
I doing an attack?
Yep, attack roll against the ropes.
25.
Yeah, sure. You just snap him in half. No problem. You don't even roll damage. You just pull him off there. Yeah. And he pulls his gag off and he's like, "All right." He says, "Now we're cooking."
His wasn't better than mine.
It's pretty cool.
I love it.
I don't know why I made him sound like a ghost there.
Cool. All right. That is going to add some to the
my
initiative
turn?
order. Yep.
Okay.
I'm also moving my sword. Sorry.
Great. Go for it.
I'm going to move into the Dinger's Bridge. I think I should be able to get there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, hold on. I have something for this.
Oh, you have a pop-up bridge?
Wait, did I lose it? Oh, no, I didn't. Hold on. Just give me a tiny little second.
Sure.
Whoa. Look at this. Very clever.
Boom. You can now be inside of the ship. Shout out to Every Map of Josh of Every Map of Story for the very cool inside of the
It's
ship.
been so long since we've seen the inside.
Welcome back, everybody. You are inside of the dinger. Look, there's even a little ding hum needress on this map. It's so good. Sorry, Kai. Hold on just a second, and I'll get you your token
It's okay,
situated.
I was in that back quadrant of the ship, so should be able to make it in there, no problem.
Cool. Yep, absolutely. You see Mir inside of there, just vibing out. Exactly.
Yeah, walk into this just disco ball of a room.
Yeah, exactly. Just vibing out there. And you, you see Mir there. And what are you trying to do?
Where in the room is he?
I will put his token on the map. If you give me a tiny little second. No, yeah, no problem. I'm scrambling a little bit. Vamp. We haven't done this in a while. Vamp.
You got it.
Hello, my baby.
Quick.
Hello, my honey.
Comedians,
Hello,
vamp.
my ragtime gal.
So, man, if we can get...
You could put it in a... Okay, there we go.
There, that should be good. And Mir is... I'll put Mir's token here. Give me just a second. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Sure. Well, I will make my way into the room and see Mir vibing.
Yep.
And I will land on the ground. And I will walk to him. I will not even fly.
Yep.
Clank. Clank.
And I will sort of walk in between him and Dinghom Nidris, where he was clearly trying to get to.
Yep. I'll switch your spots here. If he walks through the hypnotic pattern, does that cause a problem?
It's not a sustained. It like boom. It just goes off when I cast the spell,
It's not...
and then all you can tell is that this person is under the influence of something.
Kai, when you step in the room, you hear, "Well, hello."
No.
Hello,
Hi.
Dinghom Nidris.
He says, "Who is this stranger? He looks like an Arcane,
He is.
and he's
name-
vibing."
He's truly vibing. I'm sorry that it took us so long to get here.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess you may not have seen everything that was going on outside, but we lost contact with you and the crew for a while.
Yes, that's true. I do know that. I'm not judging you for the amount of time.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, as long as we're not judging, I'm sorry for what you're about to see.
Are you
I'm
going to
turn-
murder him? He
Yeah,
laughs. He's
yeah,
like, "That's
definitely.
okay. You can do a murder."
Okay. Yikes.
Beating up
Yeah, I'm going to... how helpless is this guy?
I mean,
He's
he doesn't
incapacitated.
even notice that you are there. He is truly just like gazing out into the distance, like looking around. And he's like 10 feet tall and just kind of like slack jawed and looking up. And it's just like, "The stars."
I'm going to just sort of take him in and think about what the best way is to extract all of my rage onto this guy. And I'm just going to let one flash off with the Arcane Obliterator and just send a quick shot through his eye and not do anything crazy.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, you can shoot. You can shoot a shot at him, and you get advantage here.
Perfect. Let's try it. Thank God I have advantage. Wow. With advantage, I rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20.
There it is. There are those.
Yay!
The dice tell the story. The dice tell
boy
your
is
story
back.
of Aaron Urist, everybody. The kid is back. Hell yeah. So you crit here. Please double that damage dice and roll for it. And I believe you have another shot after this too, right?
I do. Ooh. Okay. First attack. First attack is 27 points of force damage.
Great.
Second attack
Hypnotic
is
pattern is.
the second attack. I think is also going to hit. That's going to be a 23 to
Does hit. Yep, absolutely.
Okay. And another 20 points of force damage.
So yeah, with that first shot, he just like spins around, and you see him like snap out of the hypnotic pattern, and he goes, "Good luck." As the other shot hits him and just like cracks his neck and smashes his face, and he just like falls at your feet. And Ding Hum Ni just goes, "Ooh, that's going to take a while to clean up."
Yikes.
And
Such a strange side of him.
this mirror is down.
Hell.
Oh
yeah.
man.
This mirror,
Okay.
Toot.
Okay.
That is going to bring up, unless we'd like to do anything else, that's going to bring
No, I
up.
will just sort of like lean down and make sure he's dead, and then I will look back up and make eye contact with Ding Hum Nidris, and that will be the end of my turn.
Cool. It's now going to be Goat's turn, who's in the initiative order now. She is going to do a strength saving throw to get out of her bonds now. She
on, girl.
succeeds. Easy.
Nice.
Boom. And she pulls her ropes off. She pulls the gag out of her mouth, and she looks at you, Flute, and goes, "I'm gonna go help K.A.I." And she says, "It's good to see you." And
Get Relic.
There's no rush. There's no rush. It looks fine.
6. Cool, and she can get you right there on top of the ship. That is going to bring up. You see Relic kind of like looks over at her and is like, and
Poor baby.
that is going to be the end of her turn, which is going to bring up Flute.
All right. So the only hostage left is basically Relic all the way over there.
And Cobble.
A cobble.
Where's Cobble?
She's on the far right outcropping.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to run down here. Can I stand on this thing right here?
Yes, but it is like Luke Skywalker at the end of episode 2-ish.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll kind of like get up on the edge there as I'm looking across this chasm at these 4 meridian tracked soldiers kind of running in single file line, and I'm kind of like gauging the distance and tottering just a bit, and I will I'm going to cast Shatter right there, and I believe all 4 of them are going to need to make
Absolutely.
that save. It's a 16.
16 Dex or Con? I always forget.
It's
Colin Cthulhu,
Con.
everybody. I did not roll over a 10 on this dice. So
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you,
You're the best.
Colin.
I committed to it. I'm gonna keep rolling it. But I did not roll
I
over a 10.
critted on my Colin dice.
There you go.
Die.
Then they're all going to take 15 thunder damage.
Cool. Yeah, there's just a over there. You know, and they all like they all kind of like get jarred and like shoved to the side in one way or the other, but keep keep on running.
And then I will use my movement to get off this tottering ledge a bit.
Cool.
Kind of come back up here. Okay. That's my go.
All right, great. That is going to bring up Klik. It's now your turn.
Me. I am going to. How far can I move this? 5. Okay. Are we worried about this bush? Is this bush moving?
Oh, yeah, I meant to look at it.
You both can roll perception checks for free.
19.
12.
It is continuing to grow.
Yeah. Where is it on the map?
I will throw a token down for it.
Thank you.
Which token are we gonna use? Let's use this boy and put it. Let's put it there. Then I'm gonna put it right. It's gonna be here.
Shit, I wish I would have did that before I did, but I did.
See the target is move 30 feet. Is it a loose object?
No, it is not an object. It is a plant.
It is a... Or one willing creature. Nope. I assume the bush isn't automatically willing because it's a bush.
That's true. I actually don't know the
What
rules
is
about
the-
plants. Plants actually might count as objects in D&D. So
What is his thoughts
Is it an
about
intelligent
going
plant?
30 feet off into the cloudy mist?
yeah, I think. I mean, yeah. Okay. So if you are trying to force it to move, it will get a saving throw. I'll say that.
I do not have, so it's right there. No, I was just going to try to move it. As an action, you can target one loose object that is large or smaller,
Yeah,
or
it's
one
not
willing
loose.
creature other than yourself. But if it's not loose, then we must attack it. I'm going to continue down the ladder and hack at this thing with my Githka.
Cool. Yeah, you can get a safe distance and just drop easily. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
get rid of the movement speed there.
Okay.
You drop down, yeah, because of your crazy jump. You drop down, and then you can see as it's up close. It is growing, but it also it seems to be forming something in the middle of it. That it's just like.
Gross. We're gonna hit the thing in the middle for sure.
Go for
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it looks like what you pull out of your drain if it was all plants. You know, if you,
11 to hit.
11 does hit. Yeah, it is a terrible AC.
11
Something
damage.
mental.
Cool. Yeah, as you smash down into it, and you hear from it as you smash your weapon down on it, and it starts to get smaller and start to withdraw within itself, but there's still that heaving lump in the middle.
Hit the lump. Hit the lump again. This one's 18 to hit.
That does
So 10 damage.
hit. Okay, cool.
Can you
And
choose to do fire damage, Rachel? Or does it have to
I can only do it once per day.
cool. Is that the end of your turn? It is still.
No.
It is still up. Okay, cool.
I will hit it again. This is a critical. No, it's a 7. It's a 7.
Call in everybody.
It's a
The
7.
dramatic reveal.
It's a 7. It has a little chip of paint. It's fine. 7 plus 9 is 16 to hit.
That does hit.
8 damage.
Cool.
And then is 8 plus another 11.
Cool. With that, when you connect with the pod at the middle, it just explodes, and you see all these vines just fly out and fall on the ground, and it's all these different wriggling plant parts, and they all have tiny little toothed mouths on them that are just going. as they wriggle around and just dry up quickly. And as soon as the last one dries up in front of you, you just see this whoosh of like dust come up, and they take Ventress's form for a second, and he just looks at you and goes, "I will return," and like disappears.
She gives him 4 peace signs.
Cool. Yeah.
So after all of the bush disappears, she turns on her heel and chucks almost a blind Chatkcha over her shoulder at this green elf approaching.
Cool. Go for
So
it.
she
Yeah,
does a pivot and
God, I
boy,
love the behind the back Chachka throw. The like, I killed the
Just-
plant and then I'm just gonna boom. Yeah.
16 to hit.
16 misses. Yeah.
All right.
Should have looked.
Well, that's why you look.
And that's why the basketball coach says it doesn't matter how cool it looks. You gotta do it every time. Okay.
Nah, cool always. That's everything.
Cool. Goliathan. It's Goliathan's turn, and he's gonna step forward, kind of like next to you, Moonboy, and he can tell that it's you, and he pats you on the back. And then I need you to make a strength or dexterity saving throw. You can pick between the two.
What? No. I choose no.
To be ridden upon. It's not so easy.
I got a 12.
You all, Klik, I think you can see this too. Flute, you can see this. Goliathan steps up and like pats you on the back and then wraps his arms around your snake form and is going to use his movement because he has effectively grappled you now, and he's going to use his movement to drag you off the edge with him. And you are now both you can fly, right, in your current form?
Can.
Yeah.
So you are suspended in the air.
You can fly, right? No?
You are suspended in the air, but you are now up above this misty space, and Goliathan is now holding you and has like grabbed you and forcefully pulled you off, and he goes, "We're going down, buddy." And that is exactly where we're going to call this session tonight.
Goliathan, what's wrong with you? Wake up, my man.
And
What is happening?
Yesy Cow says doppelgangers.
Gang.
The
Doppelgang.
worst.
A gang of doppelgangers.
Oh my goodness. Good fight, everybody.
Dude.
Whoa.
Holy moly.
another time, and I think the Ventress fights are particularly cursed, but another time when you have truly just crushed a fight that you should not have won. So, yeah, congratulations.
We really
that was a very
tore
good.
through those legendary resistances in the first turn, which
Yeah.
was probably good.
Yeah, I had one left and a lot of spell slots. So, but I really feel like I did everything I could, and
Yeah.
So
You got clicked.
yeah, you got clicked. Yeah, you got truly. If you can keep the team up and keep and like click. I mean, you also critted and like hit on
I did.
every attack. Like that's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was incredible. So
I
guys,
feel bad we're leaving Klik alone to fight the biggest boss on the map.
she-
And then right away I was like, I don't feel that bad.
yeah.
She's got it. No, she hit a lot. There was the first round. There was a lot of misses, but that
Yeah, that second
I
round
rolled
really.
pretty good damage. Yeah, really got there.
Harlan, can I request that we raid quests and chaos?
Oh
tonight
yeah,
and
absolutely.
keep
Our
this
buddies. We did it
party
last
Yeah.
week too. You all bombarded them about
We
Pizza
could
Force.
also. No, I think that's a good idea.
No,
Quests
do
and
it. They're
chaos.
great. They're also their dungeon episode. Everybody loves it. A lot of people have watched it.
Absolutely.
It's very good. They're very nice folks, so I'm happy to do it.
Everybody loves it.
But good fucking fight, y'all. It's not over. There's clearly still things to do here. But good game. That was you all again
Well
have
done.
reminded
Thanks
me
ag-
that I should not be afraid to throw all of the worst things I can at you. So,
Well done, Harlan. Well done, Jason.
Yeah.
Crushed it. Jason live soundtracking this episode and many, many, many of our episodes. Thank you for joining us. Come hang out in the Discord. Come talk about the episode.
Yeah.
we got more fight ahead of us, so happy to
Yes, something
talk about it.
terrible's going on now.
And join our Patreon. You can get access to a lot of cool stuff, including a live play game with the members of the crew, and and Later Than Heroes. There's a bunch of episodes of us just talking about the episode as it right after it happens. And if you're going to share about the show, we have a podcast now. You can listen to it in just audio form. The first 2 seasons are out.
Yeah. Yes.
2 arcs?
2 is almost done. I had a busy week this week, but last
Totally.
week, but 2 will be up in a flash, and then 3 and 4 are ready to go. They're going to go up automatically once I'm done with 2. So if you're listening, jump right in. It's going to be all there
Super
for you
fun.
soon. Cool. Any other plugs? Anything else we need to talk about? You guys did such a good job.
I'm so glad we're not
no?
dead. I'm so
Okay.
glad
Yeah.
Flute didn't die. Ooh.
Yeah, that
So
party dart.
scary.
Yeah.
Clutch party dart.
No
Um,
more shout-outs, I don't think, but thank you guys for watching, and stick around for the raid. We're going to raid on over.
Yeah, we're going to queue times instead of Quest and Chaos because for some reason it wouldn't let me do it with Quest and Chaos. So maybe they turned it off. People can turn it off sometimes. So we're going to go over there, but first I'm going to play the credits, and then we'll see y'all next week for the second half of this fight. All right.
All
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, humbly a chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than heroes. They'll never be zeros. Better than heroes.